Hello, and welcome to Survival Game Guide, where we help you figure out some things in your favorite survival video games. Today is our second episode in our Medieval Dynasty series. We're looking at how to get food on your first day. Now, when you first get introduced to the world of Medieval Dynasty, you do have a few things on your person. Just automatically, you get a few apples, you get some dried meat, you have a nice tasty oat roll. So you're not completely thrown to the wolves already. You do have a little bit of food that you can rely on, but that food is gonna go bye bye very very fast, especially the more physical labor that you do. So, one of the first things that you should do when you start off on the game is you should immediately start kind of building up your food sources. And there are two main ways that we will kind of show you how to get yourself set up on your very first day in Medieval Dynasty. Now, there are two methods. There is a passive method and there is an active method. We'll go over the passive method first, just because it's always a good idea just to kind of get that one set up initially so that can be used longer over time. So the passive method is actually to use a trap. When you after you speak to the castellan in Gostovia, there are a few recipes that automatically get unlocked, and one of them is this rabbit trap, and that is what we're going to use to set up our passive food supply. Now, there are a few things you should know about the rabbit trap. The first is you can only have one. I do believe as you progress through certain levels, I think you can unlock a second one. I might be wrong on that. But you're only able to have one just starting off. So as you can see, you need 10 sticks to make it. I just so happen to have 10 sticks. So we will put that down. And just so you guys know how to get to this menu that I'm getting to, you are going to, at least on the PC, you're going to hit your Q key, which will bring up your little building menu here. And you will find the rabbit trap in furniture and decorations. So you just click on that. You click on traps, and there it is right there. So we have that down. That's what it looks like. And as far as I can tell, I don't think it really matters where you put it. I just happen to have some rabbits around here, which is ideal. But yeah, it's. I don't really think the location matters. I think they just kind of randomly spawn in there after a certain amount of time. So you just put that down and you just walk away. Now, I have noticed that they only spawn in there when you leave the render distance or when you go to sleep. So if we want to get any rabbits in there, we can't be hanging around it. It makes sense in a way, I would say. So that is our passive way to get food. There is a durability on this trap. You can only use it 3 times before it breaks. And each time you use it, you do need at least 1 stick on you to reset it. And then once it breaks, you just have to get your 10 sticks together again and make a new one. But that's really it. It's a rather inexpensive way to get a trap set and just have meat coming in. Now, obviously, it is a rabbit trap, so you're only going to catch rabbits in here. And rabbits don't always produce the most meat. You get, like, I don't know, maybe like 1 to 3 units of meat, I would say. And fur as well. So this is helpful, but it won't fill your character up on its own. This is just a nice way to have that extra meat, I would say. Now, the second... Hello, little rabbit. Come on over. The second method to get some meat and to get some food on your first day is with the active method, which is to, of course, hunt. Now, you can certainly potentially try to use a bow, but we don't have that tool available to us starting off. You usually make that in the hunter's cabin hut thing, which we do not have when we first start off in this game. So we have to get a little creative here. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our little build menu up. We're going to go to handcrafting, and we're going to make a stone axe. Now, this is one of the tools that automatically unlocks after you speak to the castellan. To make our stone axe, you can see that we need 10 sticks and 2 stones, which I just happen to have. So we will click that. We're going to craft it. Et voila. And if we go to our inventory, hitting the good old I button, we will see it somewhere. There you are, stone axe, and it is already automatically on our quick slot 1. So that's great. So we'll hit 1. There she is. Love that. So we will use this to go hit a rabbit. And these buggers are a little rough, but you just need to try to get a little ahead of them. The hitbox can be a little rough, but if you can just aim your axe a little bit ahead, there you go. Now we have our rabbit. We can't just you know, go all willy. We just can't grab it and rip it apart. We need a tool to harvest the meat, and that is our second part of the active method. We're going to go back to handcrafting, and we're going to make the stone knife. And as you can see, you need 5 sticks and 2 stones to craft it, which I happen to have already. So we will make our stone knife. And yes, it is very unfortunate that they make very sad sounds when they die. It's most depressing. All right, so here it is in our inventory. It's not in one of our quick slots, so what we'll do is we will click on it. We will hit 2 to put it in 2, and boom, there it is. So now, when we tap 2, there's our knife. We can now harvest our little guy, and if I put my display on, there we go. We can no, not use water, please. We now have the option to skin this guy, so we will do so. Look away if you don't like violence. No, it's really violent, but you know, it's fine. And there we go. So as we look back in here, we can see that we got 2 meat from this guy and 2 fur. So at this point, we can just go ham, right? We have our handy-dandy little stone axe, and if I leave the area, maybe we can get some rabbits in there too. But that's honestly one of the best ways to just get a bunch of meat on your first day, just to make sure that you are well fed before you can find yourself a hunter and get them, you know, producing meat for you. Now there are obviously some benefits and some negatives of both the passive and active method. For the passive method, the benefit obviously is that, you know, you're able to go run off and do a bunch of other stuffs while there are rabbits, or one rabbit, let's be honest, appearing in your trap. So that's awesome. Saves you time, right? Obviously the negative is that the amount of meat you're going to get from that overall, I missed, is small. Come here, little guy. Come here. Come to my arms. So it's not like something you can just reliably have. There you go. I'm so sorry. That you can reliably have all the time. So, you know, it's just something there to give you a little bit of extra meat, I would say. Now, the benefit of the active method, obviously, is that you're able to get a lot more meat a lot more quickly, I would say. You know, as long as you can find, like, a rabbit spawn. There's usually a large number of rabbits that spawn there, and you can just go ham on it, get as much as you want for that day. And once you're satisfied, you know, then you can go ahead and do what you need to do. But obviously the negative is that, you know, that does take time. You're going to have to, as you saw, you might have to run them down a little bit before you hit any. And, you know, the longer you're hunting, the less time you're devoting to doing other things, building, farming, you know, whatever else you got planned, right? So that's that. I would highly recommend focusing on rabbits first on your first day. If you try to go for foxes, you can maybe take them down, but they do bite back. And if you don't have a lot of armor on, they might kill you. A fox might kill you on the first day. I'm just saying. You can certainly try going after boars and wolves too, but again, it's highly likely that you're going to be severely injured in the process. So rabbits, I think, are just one of the easiest ways to just get a good amount of meat on your first day, just to make sure that, you know, you are ready to survive, because your character he's gonna get hungry. I mean, you can already see that yellow bar there on the bottom left. That's my hunger bar. He's already hungry, and I've just been, you know, kind of running around, but mostly just, you know, taking a look at the view, right? So, food collection, always important. Um, but that's about it for today's episode. So you just get your little trap set. We can run back over here real quick to see if it's. I don't think so. I don't think it's been long enough, but yeah, nobody's here yet. I'll see if I can't run around, maybe out of here. But hello, rabbit. But I would say, if you just really want to make sure that you are set for food, just on your own, um, putting up a trap and hunting some rabbits, honestly, best way to go. And once you get your hunter's hut up, then you have that person then getting the food for the village for you, which is real nice. That saves you so much time. And that's obviously you are looking to be the hunter of your village, in which case, have at it. You just start having fun over there. I still don't think there was enough time. We'll just take a quick peek. I promise they really do show up in there, though. I promise. I'm not lying. And additionally, the more that you level up in this game, and the more technology that you unlock, you can unlock better traps. And I guess I'm pretty sure you could do at least more than one trap. I might be wrong. So you can start to get fish and birds and all that. Oh my goodness, is it down? Did we get our rabbit? We did. All right. There you go. So as you can see, there's our little rabbit. Now, one good thing about this, and you can see the durability as well has gone down, right? Is that you don't need a stone knife to collect this. So if you just, for whatever reason, don't have a knife on you and you can't be bothered to get the tools or the resources that you need to make it, just collect it and you got it. So we already have 6 meat and a good amount of fur, which is not bad for selling just for the first day, just to get some coin in our pocket. Not bad at all. But yeah, to arm it, we do need a stick usually. They might have moved that, but to get sticks, I will just quickly cover that. There's these little trees, these little saplings that you can get sticks from. If you chop down your tree with your axe, you can get sticks that way. And you can also find them on the ground. They're right there. That's a stick. And then obviously, here's our little stones, right? These little guys. Kind of hard to see. They like to hide in the brush, but they're around. I usually find them around the water's edge. That is a really kind of an easier place for me to find them, I would say. So, collect as you're going, and you will be ready to go to build up your trap and build your axe and your knife to get yourself some meat and fill your belly on the first day. But that is it for today's episode. So thanks so much for watching. Keep surviving and keep thriving.